Huh.
Hey guys, Dane here, Jonah Guitars. I am going to, get myself centered, going to show you some handheld stuff here, just a fairly brief explanation, and I'm asking questions today. Alright, let me see if I can get far. I've got a very short leash. This is an 18-inch Craftsman bandsaw. The wheels are off right now. The lower wheel is here and the upper wheel is over there poking out. And I had quite a bit of run out on the lower wheel. And this is a 19, closing the doors here so you can see the front of this thing. There you go, Craftsman. And like I said, short leash, very short leash. 1955 or thereabouts. It's older than I am by a year. The table is off. It's also right over there, upside down. I cut a notch in the corner of my bench to accommodate this thing because I had it in the doorway for the last week and I couldn't get around it. And I've been studying up on it and trying to figure out some things. The motor works. It's oh, by the way, 55 Parks Woodworking Machines made this thing, and if it matters to anybody, there's the serial number. Best I could tell from that, it's a 55, and then it's got a horse and a half. I believe it's called a repulsion. I don't have a light down here. I took a picture of the little plaque down there. Anyway, it says Craftsman. It's a repulsion induction, 20 amps at 113, 10 amps at 230. So I'm running it 230, and I have a power supply right behind the thing under the bench, so that worked out really slick. So here's the deal. I had a lot of run out, and I have a clamp right in my way. But on the shaft here, the shaft is very mangled, so apparently the set screw loosened up enough for it to rotate and gouge into the shaft here. I read the shaft back here and I get maybe half a 1,000th or maybe a 1,000th fluctuation back here. Let me back up just a second here. With the wheel loose on the spindle and just spinning it, it doesn't look like it has any run out, or very, very insignificant run out. With it actually tightened up on the spindle, it has, gosh, 3/16 probably of run out. So I put you can see I have this stick clamped here with the dial indicator, and then that's rubbing on the shaft. And there's a flat in the shaft, so you can see that when trying to get to where you can see this clearly. When I hit the flat, it obviously drops way down. So rolling up on the round part, I hit 70. Looks like about 73 or 4, and then as I rotate, fluctuate down to 72, 71 and a half. It looks like, and then onto the flat. So right before the flat, I'm at 71 and a half, and then as you go around, it's off by 1.5 thousandths. And the shaft that this is running on may not be perfectly flat, maybe a little golded, so I'm not 100% sure that all of that run out is in the shaft itself. So here you go for all you machinist types out there. What's the fix? Short of, obviously I'm going to have to file these high spots down This is definitely higher here than the rest of the shaft. And then also the inside of the wheel is kind of galled, but it's not awful. I think there's enough even wheel there that it should ride fine if the shaft was good. So what do? I don't know if filing that down and then going across the shaft with a punch and peening rows into the shaft to make it grow just a little bit so that it can not have any wobble there. I don't know how to make up for the difference in the. Apparently the shaft is worn a little bit, or has worn the hole in the wheel bigger, so when you tighten it up it's not quite centered, and it throws that off, and it has that 3/16 or so of run out, which I'm sure is going to be a problem. So I'm just going to put this up and see if any of you guys can help out with that. I'm sure some of you have more machining experience than I do, since I have basically 3 years in high school in machine shop, and that's the extent of it. Yeah, so hey, I hope you can help. Let me know what you think. Thanks.